This is big
and small travel. We're in
Thailand. We explore Koh Lanta, Thailand's most delightful and best island.
Koh Lanta is also one of the southernmost islands in Thailand. It's small, quiet, quaint, and has some of the nicest beaches in the country.
In Southeast Asia. If you want to get a scooter in Southeast Asia, this is the place to do it. He's gonna ride with me.
Along with Koh Lanta, we visited Klong Muang, an area nearby Krabi, but first, Bangkok.
Bangkok, a city of endless contradictions, a city of luxury, grit, street food. Bangkok is popular for a reason, and you'll notice it. Thailand is the only Southeast Asian country not to have been colonized by European power.
The first time we were in Bangkok, we were there for Thai New Year. It's called Songkran. Bangkok is a massive city. We recommend getting lost. Just keep walking. You'll probably find some street food and some other things. Let's go.
We're in Bangkok again. I have kind of a thing for tuk-tuks, and our tuk-tuk, the place where we're staying has a tuk-tuk that we can use. Well, not use, but drive. We're gonna get in it. We have a video about tuk-tuks in Bangkok.
The bulk of Bangkok's must-see temples, including Wat Pho, where you can find this reclining Buddha, is all along the river, and you can actually see the majority of these in one day, along with the Grand Palace. To get around Bangkok, there's a metro. There's also something called the BTS line that runs along Sukhumvit. And this is where you can go to all the shopping malls.
Walk around, you may even bump into a celebrity.
What? Meerkats!
We're in one of the thousands and thousands of malls in Bangkok.
This
I don't know what this is.
Well, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and there's a bunch of gold roses behind us. I guess that's what it has to do with. There's no context.
Happy B-Day to small. What a lot of people know Bangkok for. Not as much our thing, as big and small, but definitely Bangkok is a city that stimulates the senses. Big and small love visiting. salted egg theme does not stop.
Salted egg! Salted egg!
See, that's the yolk right there.
And I think it might have kind of like a caramel flavor. And by the way, we are in a cafe called Eureka.
In one gulp. Take it. It's not too sweet.
It's not
which I
sweet
like.
at all, so we like that. There's no sugar in it. We think the best neighborhood to stay in Bangkok is Sathorn.
Many apartments in Bangkok have pools, like the one we stayed in Sathorn.
Living room.
I know.
Well, the TV wasn't that good as far
Yeah.
as the connection stuff, the smart TV.
Yes.
And
It is small, but it's quiet, pretty much almost 24/7. And the place where we sleep, it has pretty good Wi-Fi, which is important for us. And it's just cozy. And one thing about Bangkok, which is fascinating, you see this in Vietnam much more, are the power lines. Look at that. All along this street. And they cover parts of the windows of the building that's on the other side.
we'd see this dog every time we left our place in Sathorn. We considered him kind of a good luck charm. This right here is our favorite restaurant in Sathorn. It's called The Kitchen at Yenakat. And yes. They have great coffee, and they also have some great Thai food. They specialize in northern Thai food. Okay, so this is one of their specialty dishes. It's coconut cream, but it's kind of like a curry. There's some chicken in there with the vermicelli noodles and just a bunch of veggies. And it's so good, so filling, and healthy as well, I like. We also love the traditional papaya salad, which they do very nicely here.
The good thing about this meal here is that it's not very greasy. It's not swimming in fat.
And the killer peppers. I think I'll put this one to the side.
Spicy.
Neighborhood. It's actually a pretty nice neighborhood to walk around. You'll see a lot of cafes.
Bangkok is a great digital nomad hub. Sometime Blue Cafe provided great coffee and a great working space and good Wi-Fi.
Okay, of course, when you come to Bangkok, you have to get a Thai massage. And this one I got here was actually a little more on the pricier end. It was 400 baht. But you can get them as cheap as about 250 baht, so $8 to $12 for an hour.
Before we could enjoy some of Thailand, perhaps Southeast Asia's most beautiful beaches, we had to travel.
It's quite a journey. You have to fly from Bangkok, and then take a car to a ferry.
The journey doesn't end.
And then from the ferry, we got a tuk-tuk to the place we were staying in Koh Lanta.
This is big.
And small travel.
We're in
Koh Lanta.
Thailand.
Swanika. This is small from Big and Small Travel, and we are in southern Thailand in an island called Koh Lanta.
We've rented the scooter. The adventure begins.
Okay, what you just saw is the place we are staying here in Koh Lanta, and this is our scooter.
Having a scooter here is essential in Koh Lanta.
And we actually picked a spot called Lanta Amara, and it's a pretty new spot. It's only about a 5-minute walk to the beach, just off the main road, but you're not on the main road, so it's not super loud or anything. Pretty quiet and close to the beach.
Let's see how close we are.
Okay.
This is our path to go to the beach. Not too bad, right? How far would you say we are from the... Oh!
We're only about a 5-minute walk from the beach.
Depending how fast we walk.
And this is our first day here. We just got some Thai food on the beach. And we'll see what else we can find out about the island. Stay tuned.
I don't know what's going on here. Our impressions being here in Koh Lanta are, it's definitely very peaceful, very quiet. Has been said about this island. We're always looking for stuff that's a little bit quirky. And this definitely is. So we realized if we did not have a scooter, that we would be sharing tuk-tuks with various people, and it might be a little bit inconvenient. So we've rented scooters, but we need some coconuts before our little adventure here in Koh Lanta. Scooting in Koh Lanta is, I would say it's a pretty common, popular thing, but definitely not as unique as doing it in Puglia, as you could see in our scooting in Puglia video, somewhere.
Electrolytes, energy, everything you need before you go for a scoot. Big and small are scared of monkeys, so unpredictable and fearless. And we saw one already that was huge.
He was big. You gotta thank the steady hands of small here. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Wow. Wow. We do things kind of in a weird way. No selfie stick.
Taking a lot of risks here. All right.
Well, we're eating out again.
In Koh Lanta.
Where are we?
That's in Thailand. With elephants. We did see the rear end of an elephant, or I did. But I think he was kind of maybe chained up, so
This is
we
not.
need to include that.
Yeah, I mean, all kidding aside, this is not something that big and small partake or participate or support. Anyway, on a lighter note, you know that we've spent a lot of time in Italy if you're watching our videos. I highly recommend not to get any wine in Thailand. I think everybody would know just to drink the local beer. This guy. Don't look at the guy, you know, on this too much, the tiger. You see him there?
He looks like he's had too much of his own beer.
Yeah.
So how much was this?
This was 60 baht.
Now it's about 30 to 1. So
Yeah.
30
roughly.
baht to $1.
And we are Americans, so everything you'll see is in USD.
Oh, there's the goat coming our way.
Oh.
Here he's
coming towards
Oh
us.
shit!
Bella, bella.
We are at Ubay Beach, not far from the national park, which is another 3 kilometers to get to the end of the island where we're staying. Now, the cool thing about these beaches are they're pretty unspoiled. However, big and small like their beach chairs. And here, we've noticed in Koh Lanta, they really like to keep the beach chairs away from the actual ocean and beach. So it's very hard to get one, unless you're staying in a resort, which we're not staying in a resort. But we'll try to find one. But this is a beautiful beach. Southeast Asia. A gazillion tourists.
Okay, so our plan was to go all the way south to the national park, but we missed the turn. So we went inland, and it's okay because look at what we found. It's really hard to go around with pad thai, and especially with that little bit of lime on top.
After some exploring, we realized we preferred Long Beach. The other beaches just seemed a little narrower. There you go. This is how it is to get gas in Koh Lanta in Thailand. Looks kind of exact, like a little chemistry experiment. It's okay, it's full. It's full. So we're in southern Thailand. Southern Thailand, you're getting near Malaysia, so you have more of the Thai Muslim population here, which definitely is very visible. It's a nice part of Thailand to be very friendly.
So we stopped at Klong Muang Beach, which is just north of Long Beach, to get a coconut. Big's gonna go for a swim. I especially love this scooper to get the meat. Look at that. Love it.
The area around Long Beach has many options for food, like Kaya's.
And she's Italian, but there's also a lot of healthy vegan, vegetarian options. I got a very lovely matcha avocado smoothie bowl, which I'm pretty excited about.
We had the pleasure of staying in a fairly new place, and being that it's a fairly new place, I think they have fairly new scooters. But anyway, this one in particular, good for 2 people. Plenty of room in the back, as you can see. We stuff a lot of stuff. We work online, so we need to carry not only computers, but water. When you're in Thailand, you need to stay hydrated. Koh Hub is a perfect spot for digital nomads just like us. Basically, it's a beautiful spot, centrally located in Koh Lanta, around Long Beach, fast Wi-Fi, and most importantly, quiet.
We are on Koh Lanta, and we are at a place called Living Room. This is Living Room Cafe and Restaurant. It's on the main road by Long Beach, and really great breakfast here. If you're craving a Western style breakfast, this is absolutely the place to go. And it's also a good place to work. When you're on Koh Lanta, definitely rent a scooter. It's the best way to get around. You can get tuk-tuks, but it's just going to be more expensive. This was just 200 baht, which is about $6 USD per day. So the pier in Koh Lanta can be a little bit hectic, so definitely get there well in advance of your ferry. We are on our way from Koh Lanta to Onang, very near Krabi, and we'll see how it goes. It should be about 2 hours.
It was a comfortable ferry ride. Everything's on board. Our arrival to the mainland to get to Klong Muang and Pancake Beach.
So the ferry brought us back to the mainland of Thailand near Krabi. We decided not to be in Krabi because it's a little touristy. So we chose an area nearby called Klong Muang. Klong Muang Beach.
This was our closest beach to where we were staying. The tide in this town is very dramatic. So during high tide, this boat is floating.
สวัสดีค่ะกรุณานำหัวจ่ายน้ำมันใส่ถังแล้วกดปุ่ม Start เพื่อทำการเติมน้ำมัน
Good roads here in Thailand. The drivers that we've seen in southern Thailand, Koh Lanta, very patient. There's not a lot of traffic in this part of Thailand, so you have the roads almost to yourselves.
So we took a quick scooter ride from Klong Muang Beach to get to, I'm not going to say it correctly, Bangkok Beach. We'll have the name right here. So this beach right here is pretty chill. We did not go to Onang, but I imagine it's much crazier there. This is a beautiful stretch of beach. It seems like you can kind of get your own little space here. So this here is actually the beach where The Hangover 2 was filmed, or part of it was filmed. Of course, the very beautiful part where the wedding is held. And I don't know where that exact hotel is, but I'm sure it's quite luxurious, and that's not where we are right now because we're budget travelers. But this is a very nice beach.
The beaches here in Thailand have completely met our expectations, exceeded our expectations. Thailand is definitely the place to go for your beach vacation in Southeast Asia. Back to Klong Muang before we leave. I've been obsessed with the mango pancake. Well, again, Dan, I've tried the mango pancake here. 40 baht, so that's about $1.25, something like that, $1.25 USD. The cool thing is, it's mixing the corporate 7-Eleven with the street food that is really well known in Thailand.
And it looks like the street food is as popular as 7-Eleven.
Yeah, they're not really stepping on each other's toes, right, Small? Because as you said, 7-Eleven...
You can't get a mango pancake in 7-Eleven.
No. Real scenes, Thailand. Thanks for watching. Hope you really enjoyed. Perhaps our best so far beach destination in Southeast Asia. You know what to do. Please subscribe.
And don't forget to click the bell to get all of our updates.
Thank you.
Khap kun ka.
Ciao.
Ciao.